my name is Karen Petersen. I'm here to talk to you about something that stimulates all 5 of our senses, food. That's me 100 pounds ago, right? What's the difference between how I see food back then and how I see food now? What's up, Nicole? She's up there in that picture with me. It's all about environment, stimulus, and surrounding ourselves with the proper information and resources to help us make better decisions about the food that we put into our bodies. So, why do we eat? Well, we have a specific calorie expenditure, right? There's a certain amount of nutrition that we need for the activities in our lives. Back in the caveman days, there was a higher calorie expenditure because we were more active. And there's been a vast shift in our lifestyles, which has resulted in how we live our lives these days and the result of what it impacts what we put onto our bodies. There have been advances in technology. We don't go hunting for food anymore. The closest we get is going through a drive-through or this big agriculture advances. So what's the impact that it's having on us? Well, technology makes things easier for us, right? How much better would it be to just have the food come to us? How much better would it be for us to not have to work as actively as we used to, and how easier our lives would be? Well, our jobs are no longer hunting, gathering, and going toward where the food is, going toward where the shelter is. What we're doing now is we're saying, come to me. We're sitting at jobs. We're not hunting and gathering for food, and then we come home and we sit down at the television. So there's been a vast difference. However, our brains are still designed the same exact way. Our brains are automatically programmed to go toward fat, salt, and sugar. Fat stores energy, salt helps us store our hydration, and sugar is an indication that food is safe, as opposed to bitter foods, which are kind of more toxic. The food industry knows this. So food is not natural anymore. Food is designed to have those specific things in them: fat, salt, and sugar. And it's having a tremendous impact on our lives and on our culture. What the nutrition industry, that would be a misnomer, what the food industry is doing is they're taking out the high nutrient ingredients and filling it with low cost, high profit stuff that is then having our brains turn around and going, I'm getting the fat and the salt sugar, I'm getting the fat and the salt and sugar, but I'm not getting nutrition. So we keep eating and eating and eating, which is why it's so easy to eat 4 or 5 slices of pizza. I'm from New York, I'm passionate about food. I've been there, I've done that. I love pizza. Shout out to Pagano's. So why do we, right? Woot woot. Why do we make the decisions that we do? Because nowadays we make more decisions before breakfast than our ancestors made in an entire month. We're completely inundated. Our inboxes are controlling our lives. And the impact that this is having on us is our willpower is shot. Willpower is like that nitrous that gets a turbo car going, and our habits are like the fuel that keep us going in a sustainable manner. Willpower is not sustainable, habits are. So what's the impact that it's having on us? I'm not McLovin' it, okay? Yeah, this is a great representation of the impact that it is having on us. Large being the operative word. I understand, I've been there. Let's take a look at what's going on around the world. The US population has 25% of the population as China and India. And yet, look at the disproportion in the obesity rates. This is not just overweight, this is obesity. So what choice do we have? Choice being the operative word here. If we instead focus on one thing, instead of this multitasking, which is totally BS, one thing keeps us directed and focused. So let's reprogram our brains and go, food is not something that I'm using like a drug, like outside influences. Food is my medicine, and my wellness comes from what I put into my body. Let your medicine be your food and food be your medicine, and you're gonna put your doctor out of business. But then, you know, have them call some people and go out to a healthy dinner. So another thing about food, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna lose weight. Okay, honey. It takes 2 hours to burn off a moderate Thanksgiving dinner. You get fit in the gym. You lose weight by watching what you eat. So, my friends, the more you know. If you arm yourself with information and you surround yourself with the appropriate environment, you'll come to understand that you're not just a byproduct of that first choice you make, you're responsible for every choice and action that follows. And most importantly, It ain't about changing who you are or having to do things differently. You are an incredibly designed being that has evolved over time. You're perfect exactly as you are. And once you come to accept that, your choices will come naturally. Take care of